that line of work, bounty hunting?
Hmm. You know I did at times. I was good at it. But you kill enough men, it begins to wear on a man, Mr. Gold. A lot of the times, I always try to get folk a choice. Alive or dead. They want to come in alive, I made sure that happened. A lot of folk decided they could shoot their way out of a situation. A lot of folk couldn't.
Yeah, I figure. Yeah, you wanna walk down with me while we talk? You know, I respect that. I do. Now, I used to have a wife. I gave her a decision. Well, I guess I gave her an option. I made the decision. It was either die by gun or die by knife, and I shot her in the head. Figured it was quickest. You know what I got for that?
Tell me.
$400. Now,
$400.
$400 to kill my wife.
Were you close to your wife?
Oh yeah, I dated her for 10 years. I dated her for 10 fucking years. She was a good woman. Sometimes I regret it because I don't even wear the pair of pants that I bought with those $400. But love, you know, love ain't real, to be honest, fella. Do you believe in love?
You'd asked me that 6 months ago, I would have said no.
You believe in love now?
I think I do.
Who do you love?
Who said I love anyone? Maybe I found folk that love me.
Who loves you?
I'm still trying to figure that out. But I think they're out there now.
I figure. See, I personally don't believe in love, but do you know a Mr. Mills?
I know of Mr. Mills.
You see, Mr. Mills believes in love, and he has a wife. Her name is Mrs. Alice. And you see, Mr. Mills and Mrs. Alice, they ain't my family. But do you know who my family is?
Who's your family, Mr. Gold?
Richard Gold. He is my brother. I do not like my brother. I love my brother. I love my brother more than anything besides money. I love money more than my brother. I do say that. No offense, but like, no person on this earth is better than money, let's be honest. You agree with me there, Mr. Pointer? Speaking of money.
I don't think I do.
You have a horse brush?
Yeah, well, you think I'm just going to let my horse go about all dirty like some sort of savage? The man looks after his horse.
Oh, also, you know what? You can have your Schofield back. I don't want it.
That's fair. You probably just get more time for that.
Anyway. But I love my brother. I don't like my brother. I love him. And, well, the fact of the matter is, you've admitted you shot at Mrs. Alice. Do you see the clothes I'm wearing? The garments?
The black getup.
Don't remind you of anybody. Maybe I should don this.
Is that her head? I'm not sure.
It's her hat, but in gold, because I'm gold. I'm Richard Ralphie Gold. You see, if I just throw out every single gold that's living, you won't know which one did this.
Okay, but, I mean, you said your name was Ralphie.
Fuck. But maybe you'll get confused. Maybe the bullets will confuse you, fella. Anyway.
You never know.
Well,
Mr. Gold,
yeah.
I do have to tell you one thing.
What's that?
The last man who tried to kidnap me ended up with 6 bullets in his chest and is currently spending 1,000 days in Sicily.
Well, I figure. I do not want to end up with 6 bullets in my chest. But
I understand that, but even though if you go through with this, I will be coming for you, and I will find you.
well, I'll figure. I got a question.
What's it?
If a deputy was hurt, if a deputy was shot at, would you do anything to help him? Do anything to get justice?
Oh yeah, I go looking for whoever shot him if.
And you would
we're
shoot
able
them
to.
down, right?
Not necessarily. If they came in
Let's say they
peacefully,
didn't
I
come
would
in
not.
peacefully.
If they're forcing violence, then we would respond in kind.
Well, just like a deputy would be a business partner, my brother's business partners is Mrs. Mr. Mills, and Mrs. Alice. And you see, business, well, you gotta respect business more than your own family. And what I'm gonna do to you, it ain't getting blood for blood, it's just protecting assets. Do you understand that?
It's not about love, it's about money.
Exactly. It's about protecting the business assets.
At least you're honest with yourself.
Well, I'll figure that's a job well done. I am getting that chocolate chip muffin. One way or another, brother. I just attempted to kill a deputy. And I will get that chocolate chip muffin. I figure Alice now owes me a snack. I'm glad Talon liked the scene. He messaged me. Bow, bow. Bow, bow. Down, 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 down. Ralphie's becoming an outlaw, man. Okay. Hold on. What cardinal direction? Citadel Rock, okay. I should probably send a telegram to meet up with, brother.
fact, old boy, I was getting my poster.
Oh. So where else have you put them?
Blackwater.
Saint Denis, did you put one there?
Yes, Saint Denis.
Strawberry?
No, not strawberry, because it's full of...
Yeah, I got a good song. Shit. I didn't know that was Pointer's backstory, by the way, chat. That he used to give people the option of coming in dead or alive as a bounty hunter. I wish him and Ruth got more dialogue as a cadet. I'm Ralphie Gold of Golden Mills Gang, suck a dick.
Good Lord, that's a lot of blood.
God damn it! Mills, the Rhodes Parlor House? Are you kidding me, brother? Brother, I just shot a lawman in the head for Mrs. Alice. Turns to gold. Mr. Mills, we are gonna have to shoot our way out of this parlor house, I swear to God. I am gonna give Mrs. Alice I'm gonna tell Mrs. Alice I don't mind being the one to pull the trigger on the other two that hurt her. That way everybody else gets less Sissica time. I feel like it'll be nice as like a Ralphie proving himself arc too. Getting Black Sky and Bolton. I'm literally, when I get to this parlor house, I'm gonna be like, Mr. Mills, I do not think we should stay in the Rhodes Parlor House. I do not believe it is in any party's best interest to stay in this parlor house. I just murdered a lawman. Mr. Mills. Mr. Mills, I have 122 rifle rounds. I have 87 bullets, but I only need 6. Let's hold down. If I get 2 out of the 3 of them, I dye my hair to go fully incognito to get the last one. He was in the telegraph station I was in, and I was asking everybody if they had seen Richie because some guy just pointed me towards Rhodes as where Richie went. So I started asking everybody in Rhodes if they'd seen my brother, and he goes, "Well, I'm Deputy Point. I was not one of the men that released your brother." And I was like, "Well, shit."
Your bar.
I'm very confused about it. I thought it was.
Look on the side of this
Oh, howdy.
the fucking building right here. It says.
I figure we
Rhodes
shouldn't stay in the parlor house, Mr. Mills and Mrs. Alice.
But we were gonna dance for him.
Okay, well, I'll just put a bullet in Mr. Pointer's head.
How long ago was this?
5 minutes ago.
Okay, let's
Okay, we gotta go. We'll try to.
give him our bag.
Maybe you're rubbing up on me.
Ralphie,
Yes?
Richie.
I told you I was getting that last chocolate chip muffin.
Where's?
Wait,
Okay,
hold on.
listen.
What did Pointer do to you, by the way?
Well, he did the unspeakable. He shot at Mrs. Alice, and he admitted
he's
to
one
it.
of the ones who shot me.
Okay. Okay. Well.
Ralphie, get mounted up.
I'm calling my horse. Roulette, come here.
If we.
What's going on? We been robbed or something?
Nothing. Okay, I'll see you around. Bye.
I'll see you later,
Okay.
peaches.
Is that Tom Two Snakes?
That's what I asked.
No, I'm not.
Hey, Mills.
Yeah, that's what you get for saying that shit.
That was almost really.
Fella, what'd you say to Mr. Mills?
Listen, fella, I don't think you know who you're talking to right now. But
You see the blood on my clothing? That's the last man that even pointed a gun in his direction. Say something smart again, fella.
You said I went Tommy. I mean,
You're worse than Tommy, fella.
That motherfucker just said whatever to me.
Did he say whatever to you, brother?
I think he just said what I'm gonna do. We need to go back there and shoot that man down.
Listen, where did this happen, Ralphie?
I took him to a cliff, of course, Mrs. Alice.
Which cliff?
Citadel Rock.
Oh, then we should go that way.
I think the Golden Mills gun business is gonna be a little bit spicy. Good job, brother.
Thank you, brother. I took him in the middle of roads in front of 15 people.
Oh, well, that's pretty good. I tried to take that Zoe Winters in the middle of Blackwater yesterday, and she tried to make a run for it. So I followed her down an alley and looked at her eyes. Well, shoot, they were filled with fear as I shot her down like a lamb.
Ralphie,
And then right
Yes, Mr. Mills?
down the body and got arrested.
what the fuck are you wearing, fella?
This is my war outfit. And this is the outfit that I use to stalk people for Mrs. Alice, to make fear in them when they see Alice's hat.
I didn't say you see no fucking outfit.
I also need to change my outfit. I'm in my getting out of prison clothing.
Plus, I thought it was I thought we had to dress like somebody once we ride with you. Mrs. Favre dresses like you.
No, you look good. Just,
Yeah, I said as much.
I think you wear it well.
Brother,
Yes, brother.
I think the law might not like us.
I don't think they do either, brother.
Last night I fucked up a law person. Today you fucked up a law person.
Well, I'll figure. You know, he thought I was Robbie.
I'll figure.
He said, if you're not Richard, does that mean you're Robbie?
That's right. Ralphie Gold coming back from the grave, gonna go kill some deputies. His legend grows, brother. That's bad for us. All right, we gotta outshine.
Well, no, I made sure he knew it was me because I didn't want Robbie's legend to grow.
That's good. That's good. We gotta squash it in the mud. We can't have it growing any larger.
I'm gonna stop down here and get some water real quick.
All right.
I will say it's good to see you two again.
Good to see you as well, Mr. Mills.
We thought you were dead. We thought Alice just had your body in the middle of a building, and then she was telling us what to do.
Richie.
We were solid drunk when we came up with this theory.
Who the fuck is that?
I rather
You want to know something really funny? I love when people name their guns stuff that's ironic. This Litchfield is called Consequence.
Oh my god.
Is that the pointer's guns?
It is. I told him I'm gonna use this till I get caught, and I'm gonna gun down people with it.
You remember that, Deputy Fuller had a knife called Death.
Oh, that fella having a knife called Death was the funniest shit.
Now, dude, I have been gone for a very long time, and I've been sent telegrams from some people that are looking to meet with me. Does any of you want to enlighten me on who the fuck these victory streak
Well,
are?
one of their leaders, his name is, what's it, Buddy? I threw him off a large cliff onto a smaller cliff, then threw him off the smaller cliff onto the ground the other day.
I talked to him yesterday.
Oh, yeah? How'd that conversation
in the middle
go?
of, I think he does not like being tossed off a cliff. He was not a fan.
He was not a fan of the cliff tossing?
As you might believe. He was a little bit irritated being tossed off a cliff. But he wants to have a meeting to settle all this. He says that we're a bunch of fools. And to be honest, I sort of agree with him. But our foolishness, you know, it's a principle or something. You want me to tell you about it, Mr. Mill?
We'll go somewhere to talk.
You should telegram Cole Nicholas to meet us somewhere. He's out there with his own gang doing his own things, that James fellow. He shot down 3 people yesterday. Time to go. It's got to be Moonstone. We already been there.
I think we should give him time. We told him to let us know when we can meet him because he needs time. We'll just keep an eye on telegrams.
You said you've been to Moonstone already?
Yeah.
As much as I like that little house, the crust room, it's just...
It is a good chess playing room.
It is pretty good.
You know that fella Pointer, he told me the last man that kidnapped him ended up having 6 in his chest.
Well, brother.
So I put 1 in his head.
That's a good idea.
I think you really got the point across there.
I did.
Oh God, the snake. If I was a snake, black sky in the head with a gun. Nothing too bad. We still got to get her. She did it while she was running from a bank robbery or some shit.
But if you see her, just...
Oh yeah, so Raul is in prison until the 11th.
Jesus, all right.
Yeah, he after I shot down Zoe Winters, he lost sight of me, so he guarded my kill like a dog.
Jesus Christ.
He tried to retrieve her.
He lost sight of you, so he guarded the corpse of your kill?
He did. Apparently he wanted to retrieve it and run away with it. But it was right outside the bank, in the alleyway.
Everything turns to gold.
Gonna get a scenic view for this conversation.
Do any of y'all have cigarettes?
Yes.
It better not be Victory Street.
I have a single Golden Mills rolled cigarette.
From Raul.
I can have mine.
So, Mr. Mills, with this Victory Street nonsense. So while you were away, while you and Miss Alice were away, and while my brother was doing hard work trying to stalk these deputies, Murray and Fiver, they've been doing their own thing, all right? They ain't been following their own interests. They just been willy-nilly just being out there doing their own nonsense. They didn't really want to help out with any of the plan that we were trying to organize. They had their own agenda, being laffy-daffy, kissing each other, holding each other, and fornicating. Anyways, so Murray, being a, fish boy, what am I saying?
Just call him Murray, for fuck's sake.
I found Murray. So he gets Fiver start doing a whole bunch of little stupid things around. You know, he's protective of Fiver, which makes sense. Good on him. He's protective of the thing he likes, right? But he's been filling her head with these ideas and these fundamentals, all right? He's been psychologically changing her into something that you would probably just find disastrous. All right, she don't look like an outlaw. What she looks like a deranged individual who just does things on impulse with no thought behind it, which is fine. But she's sitting there telegramming people. She's talking to law folks about her feelings, all these other things. They're sitting there like writing a biography every single time they send a telegram. I don't know if you've seen that. But anyways, I get in a bad situation. They don't look for me at all. And so I end up having to have a ranger come save my life. And so I shot Fishboy down. And she starts yelling at me for being upset at her, overstepping her bounds. I got really annoyed at Miss Fiver. So much that I enjoy, I shot Fishboy. Anyways. So, as it progresses, I figure I'm going to give them some time. I'm going to avoid them. And I'm talking with Raul, and Raul spots him. Now, Raul, he likes to talk to people, right? So, I end up talking with Miss, Fiver, and she says,
Murray will do whatever I want. He worships me like a god. I can make him do whatever it is.
And so I'll give her a trick question, right? Because I shot down her beloved, right? Mr. Mills, if I shot down Alice, what would you do to me?
What wouldn't I do would be the question, fella.
Exactly. Miss Alice, if I shot Mr. Mills, what would you do to me? Exactly. Exactly. Right? Even the thought of it probably gets you angry. Right? So I told her, all right, Fiver, you should have shot me down then, but you didn't because of loyalty, all right? Which means your priorities are probably, still Mills and Alice. You don't want to upset them. You prioritize, them over Mr. Murray. And then she says,
No, I love him. He's everything. If I can't be with Murray, then I don't know what I'll do.
I know all that bullshit. And so I tell her, all right, Now, Mr. Murray, he wants his revenge. She says,
Well, I can't get him to not get his revenge. He's entitled to it.
which he is 100% entitled to get revenge for me shooting him down like a dog in the street. And so I said, well, Farmer, if you don't want no back and forth blood for blood, then you make Mr. Murray not come after me. You make him stand down. And I'll tell you right now, that fish boy, he ain't touched me a goddamn hair or hide. In fact, he's been helping me do odd jobs around, like a lost pit bull. Now, she's got that power over him, but she's using it for some namby-pamby bullshit, is what's happening. She don't remember that principle you instilled in her. She's actively breaking it, and fella, I got her to break it like it was nothing. And then after that, that fish boy, he decides that he wants to pursue a squashed beef against that Victory Street people. Now, this buddy fella, he tells me he was trying to sell cigarettes to Miss Fiver, and he accidentally hugged her a bit too hard, which, she's very huggable. And, sometimes people, they too aggressive, and she got knocked unconscious a little bit from the squeeze of the hug, right? Entirely accidental. And so Murray beat the crap out of him, all right, stomped his head in, nearly killed the man, all right, just kept squishing it like it was a grape. Very angry little fella he is. So, they get in a bit of a scuffle. There's a shootout. They shoot down Buddy, and then they have a conversation. They settle things, all right? Fish Boy's looking good. He's looking like the victor in this confrontation, right? And then, Miss Sophie Delarue. You remember her? Well, she's been doing a little bit of work here and there. She gets into trouble with some Victory Street people. He joins them, brings Miss Fiver along to a beef that was already squashed, one that he promised that he was not going to be continuously aggressive on, and gets in a gunfight, gets himself shot a bit, gets Fiver, more importantly, shot. But they end up winning the confrontation. They drag a fellow away. Mr. Sam Pines, the misguided soul he is, he don't really know what the fuck he's doing. Most of the time, he's a creep, first of all. He grabs one of the injured parties from Victory Street after the shootout and takes them as a trophy. So, now Fishboy's fucked up, right? Because they have this fella injured from Victory Street, and they got to figure out what's going to do this. It's going to get them in a bit of trouble. So, Mr. Fishboy allows Fiver to go by herself into Saint Denis, where they live a block away, to get medical supplies to go help this man by herself. Lo and behold, she gets taken. Now, I've talked to Mr. Buddy on several occasions. When she was taken, they said they never harmed her, that they traded her back for the injured person.
Yeah. Hey.
And then after that, apparently she stooped into her coma. Right? Now, Mr. Fishboy has sworn vengeance upon Victory Street, and I figure we have too. My brother and me, we went over to Victory Street. We fucked up a fella by the name of Cluda, and then we, got in a bit of a gunfight and
Well, I figure. We
bit of back
smacked
and
his head
forth.
several times with revolvers because nobody picks on little Miss Fiver besides me and my brother.
That's right.
Apparently, one of their leaders sent me a telegram saying, "Your Mills, I've heard a lot about you. We need to talk." I sent him a telegram back with one word. I said, "Who?"
That's perfect.
That's perfect.
But anyways, so they shoot us up, all right. It's a bit of an inconvenience. First of all, we end up hearing that they were ratting the law about us, saying that we was robbing them of their guns and a whole bunch of other bullshit.
Yep. This Cluedo fella ratted that I stole his Scarfield.
Yep. That motherfucker. All right. And then after that, my brother, of course, kidnaps their leader, Buddy, and has him mauled by a cougar.
Yeah,
and throws him off a cliff.
You want me to tell him?
Tell him, yeah.
I figure. I take this Buddy fella after I got a bunch of information on Victory Street. I take him to a cliff. And when I get to that cliff, I tell him that I don't like my brother. I love my brother. and that I can't forgive what happened, and a cougar jumps out of nowhere and bites his leg. He starts running, and I figure, if this cougar's gonna kill me, I'm making sure this man dies, so I pushed him off the fucking cliff, then killed the cougar. And then I go down to the cliff he landed on, picks him up off that cliff after he doesn't speak to me anymore. I can't get no information out of him, and I throw him off the smaller cliff onto the ground.
Good work, Ralphie.
Thank you, Mr. Mills.
Yeah, so after that, we're with Mr. Fishboy because he's begging and pleading that he come with us to, you know, deal with a Victory Street. And we go to a meeting that he, you know, sets up a location, all these things. And lo and behold, they's looking to fuck him up. So we thought they brought 4. So it would have been 4 of us versus 4 of them. They brought 6. So needless to say, we got a bit fucked up. I got fucked up. Your wife got fucked up. But we took down a good amount of them, right? So they got fucked up as well. We gave as much as we got, pretty much. And now, I got this buddy fella running into me in the middle of Blackwater. He almost runs away from me, by the way. He walks up to the bar. I turn to look at him, and he starts moving for the door. He starts getting out of there. And I say, no, come on back, buddy. Come on back. You know, let's have a conversation. And I try to get some clarification from the fella. Because to be honest, I haven't known him to lie too much, which is a trait that is stupid. I feel like, you know, lying is a tool that is to be utilized. But he tells me about the whole situation. He says that, you know, the entire thing never involved Miss Fiver. They never wanted to hurt Miss Fiver. They like Miss Fiver. And when I ran him to prison after he got arrested after the shootout, he did tell me that they never hurt Miss Fiver. And he says to me again, we never hurt Miss Fiver after we took her. We traded her for our person, and that was it. That was the end of it.
Where the fuck is this Victory? Where are they set up?
They're set
There's a little street.
Yeah, it's a little street near the dock, like north of the docks in Saint Denis. You know that little street next to the north of the market?
So
That's got a church in it. Not the big church, but the smaller one, the Protestant one.
Yeah, I understand.
They're there.
If they're from Saint Denis and they're from out east, they're nothing but fucking liars.
But I figure I would like to take Victory Street and make it our house in the middle of our street.
That's right.
Fuller House?
No.
On Victory Street?
Yeah, Fuller House on Raul Dominguez Drive.
That's right.
Well, you two didn't get to hear this, but when I got out of Sisika, I was talking to James a bit, and my plan going forward is really hasn't been done before, but I want to bring our ideals, the way we operate, you know how we are. We're stuck in our ways out west, and I want to bring it to Saint Denis or somewhere out east. So this lines up perfectly.
Apparently the DiCenzos, they're allied with the gun shop, my brother said.
Yep. They said they're good allies. Bit of annoyance. So I might be having to fight. What the fuck is this? Who notified the bird who sees all about this clip?
Who in God's name contacted the bird?
God forbid someone tries to keep something from the bird who sees all. But how can you when they see all?
To be honest, I don't give a fuck
Is that Tibia?
who or why it started, but I'll make sure that we're the ones that fucking end it.
All right. Fair enough.
So, I see two ways of this going. Number one, we go and get our blood for what happened yesterday or the other day, whenever it was. Which is down more my alley more. But number two, these fellows want to meet with me. We give them some outlandish conditions.
They already have outlandish conditions for us.
Yeah. Honestly,
do
I
you
don't
mean?
like the idea of meeting with them again, considering what happened the first time.
What are
they
the wait? What are
decided to
their
meet with us.
what are their conditions?
They would think this whole thing's settled if we bring Fishboy to the meeting, and then we shoot him down in front of them.
Okay, all right.
Which would be honest,
All right, no,
I would
it's
love
fucking...
to do that. Can we do that and then shoot them down afterwards?
I do think that I kind of agree with my brother. It would kind of be funny if we met their conditions, then gunned them down.
No, Alice already got his blood. That's not how we operate. It's gonna be war then.
All right. They've also been in 3 wars back to back to back to back.
Yeah, well, they should fucking join the club, shouldn't they?
Well, I think they want to talk with us because they're tired.
Yeah, well, they should have fucking thought about that before they decided to ambush us. Which
Well,
they
they
only thought
ambushed
we were meeting
Fish.
Murray. Yeah, exactly.
I don't blame them. I would have ambushed Fish too.
I guess I work a little different.
I do find it funny they thought they were meeting Forrest and they had 2 people ambush him when he was alone.
That's why I'm saying I don't like the idea of meeting them on their terms. If we meet with them at all, it's going to be on our terms.
No, there's not
And
gonna
they're
be
not
any
gonna have-
meetings.
That settles that then.
Also, we got a few people that are loyal to the cause. Which we get Nicholas. I thank God we need him. Because Raul was gone until the 11th. We have a fella by the name of Lafayette LaBeef. He's a good fella. He's a good guy.
Lawrence as well.
Lawrence, he's a kid. But he could be pruned into something. Also, I do have to inform you, this is tragic news about Lawrence. I was told recently that he's European.
Sorry, that's shocking.
Lawrence fucking Schmorens. We've brought war to Saint Denis before.
Yep.
Gorilla with a U.
Gorilla?
That's right.
Is this where we cover ourselves in horse glue and go,
Oh.
No, that's the other top.
thank God, I don't want to do that.
I don't
Maybe
think I
Raul?
can make those noises.
I think Raul doing it would be really funny, though.
These motherfuckers laid out terms. They really laid out terms. I don't know who the fuck they think they are.
Well,
But I
that's the
told
thing, is they
Alice
don't know heard of
already.
us.
I mean, apparently they have, because that fella's telegram
Oh,
said,
they-
Mills, I've heard a lot about you.
They know me, they know Mills.
Well, I think they learned who me and my brother were when we shot down one of them and I threw another one off a cliff.
That's true.
Listen, by the time we're done with them, I told Alice this, they're gonna be victory streaks. So,
Because they're
How are-
successful shits?
because they're gonna be fucking dead and they're gonna be a streak on the floor. Come on, Richie.
Oh, I was thinking of like streaks in the underwear. I was just disgusted.
How are y'all doing recovery-wise?
Well, my arm's still fucked. I'm stuck to the sidearm for now. But I'll give it, I've been working it out. Maybe a few more days I should be able to live myself a long arm.
I'm fine.
I'm fine. Oh, Coffee Alice.
Still waiting for my finger to grow back. Oh, wait.
Yeah, good luck with that one.
I'm gonna copy Alice's answer sometimes, just because I think it'd be funny.
You can glue Murray's.
You have that.
I have it.
That's a
The
dog.
fuck?
It's
Are
too
you really
gross.
carrying it around? Get rid of that. What the fuck?
It's not with me.
Do you have it in like a jar of formaldehyde or what?
No, and I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
Fine. Keep the finger to yourself, then.
I will.
Selfish.
Well, this is the plan then. We stake out Saint Denis. We get the upper hand on them, gun them all down. Then we send our terms.
Which is their street.
Exactly.
See, because I don't want to have to ride my horse from Braithwaite Manor to the gun store in Saint Denis. I want to just walk.
We also want to rename it Raul Dominguez Drive. And make them sell Golden Mills tobacco instead of Victory Street.
Perfect then. We got a plan of action.
Alright.
Go check our telegrams.
You know, after taking care of Point Up, it's Black Sky and Bolton left, right?
Yes.
But Bolton's Alice's.
Yes.
Well, Mrs. Alice, if you end up wanting Bolton done and you don't want to do it, I'll do it happily for you.
I've got it. Don't worry.
Alright.
Yeah, I think Mr. Laffy LaBeef should be getting out of Cisco today. I should probably give his telegram to one of you.
Is that the guy you told me I like?
Yeah, I figured you like him.
Laffy
Also,
LaBeef?
he sort of looks like one of us.
Oh, really?
He does.
We dress him up like us then.
I figured we could get him a shirt like ours.
Alright. Yo, Avioto. Thank you for the raid, brother. Dude, I really enjoyed the scene with you, man. It was a lot of fun. I was hoping if the only reason I was hoping you didn't turn yourself in is I wanted to come across you on the run after I was recovered.
By the way, I am gonna have no fucking idea how these fellas look. I'm guessing they wear fancy suits.
I got some descriptions. You want them?
Yeah, once we're done checking telegrams.
They look like hobos. Oh, my brother's around. Told me to meet at Merger.
Yeah. That was right after I had shot Pointer.
So proud of you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Look, I figure if anybody needs to do in Black Sky, I'll take up that mantle as well. I'm already looking at hefty time. I don't mind looking at more time.
If you find him, go for it.
All right.
I'd love to be part of that.
If I find him alone, anybody wants something specific done to him?
Well,
was
I
it
didn't
that
get to
he
do
did
what I
to
was going to do to him.
What was it that he did to her?
What do you mean?
Did he shoot her when she was on the ground?
Oh, did he?
I think that's what she told me.
All right, I'll make sure I shoot him while he's on the ground, then throw him off the cliff.
I'd cut up his feet and make him walk back to town with the, cuffs on. I didn't get to do that to Mrs. Owe, sadly.
You know, I almost did what you wanted, brother. Point, I had a lantern on him. I'm not gonna lie, I was half tempted. Strap it to his gun
Oh,
belt.
you can do that to Black Guy.
He would go from black sky to burnt sky. Medium rare sky.
He's still busy.
Half-baked sky.
Alright, Mr. Mills. There's Buddy LaFour, the guy I threw off the cliff. He has a red curly mustache. He looks kind of like Jack Kettleman, according to my brother.
Yeah, he got shaved by Miss Booker first time I met him to look just like Jack Kettleman.
There's a lady named Anna. I think she had pigtails. She was on the back of his horse. There's the fella Cluter, who I put 4 rounds in his chest. He wears a green flannel, and he has red short hair, wears goggles. There's Clara. She has a European accent, a red braid that goes down her back, and she wears all black.
In gray, I think it was gray she was wearing.
A little bit of gray as well. There's Lou.
Flat cap.
He wears a flat cap. He's like a little bit muscular. He has no beard. He looks young. And then there's a lady named Sia, I think is what they said. And she has blonde hair, kind of looks like Sophie Delarue, if you know who she is.
Sort of looks like June, to be honest.
There's all the info I got. I got all that stuff from Sophie in my own eyes.
They only move in a pack of 5. I saw them yesterday in Valentine.
So if they leave their city, it's in numbers, is what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I figure I already checked St. Denis alone today when I was riding around. I didn't see nobody.
Did you say Anna or Hannah?
I thought it could have been either, to be fair. I wrote down Anna, but it could have been Hannah as well. I forget her name. It was either Anna or Hannah.
No, also, Mr. Mills, I got a gun for you in Valentine.
You have a good night, Sojourn. Chad, I was gonna do GTA today,
Oh yeah,
but
you should have seen it. My brother was
I
there.
wanted to
We
get
had
on early.
French chefs. We had carriages.
What are you talking
We
about?
had the finest of booze. The welcome back party we had for Mr. Mills and Miss Alice. Remember?
Oh yeah, I remember.
It was a beautiful time. Raul was sitting there drinking.
How's
the entire time.
how's the seduction of the Lady Braithwaite going, brother?
Well, last time I seen her, I taught her how to shoot, but then she got really tired.
Oh, all right.
I think next time I see her, I'm gonna try to hold her hand, do something whimsical or something.
Hey, do you see that smoke over there? Is that a building or a train? Oh, it's a building.
Not sure. Building, I guess.
I was getting excited. I thought it was a train.
Yeah, I would have liked the train as well. I'm very interested in scoping this out, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for outright warfare.
y'all would be 100%.
I figure once my arm is good and flexible again, I can take up the Model Zero revolver rifle. Shoot them all down like the vermin say.
Yeah, good luck with that. Shooting pallets.
You're really using a volcanic.
Yeah, it's like a miniature rifle. First of all, I'm also a very big target to them. They had 3 of them shoot me down when we fought them.
That's right.
They all focused on me in particular.
Brother, do you have a shotgun?
No.
Damn.
I think they're there to rise this street right here. Get down this road. This is it. Oh, is it one over? I think it's one over.
Is it? I thought it was right here. Oh, maybe it is one over.
Yeah, this is it right here.
This little piece of shit.
Yep.
You know I grew up in this neighborhood.
Really?
That's right.
Well,
Howdy, fella.
How you doing, fella?
How are you doing?
Never been better in my life. What's your name?
I'm Father James O'Blood.
Father, huh?
Are you the father of that church over there?
No, I'm sort of a nomadic priest. Sort of.
Oh, all right, well.
Do you sell Victory Street holy water?
Do I sell Victory Street holy water?
That's right.
Do I sell them holy water?
No, do you sell holy water from Victory Street?
No, I don't. I don't. You don't sell holy water. By selling it, you become a sinner. So no, I don't sell it.
Oh, makes sense. Makes sense.
Well, safe travels to you, Father. Can you bless us?
I can bless you, of course.
That'd be great.
Do you mind me? Do you mind me asking? What's your name, son?
My name is Mills.
Mills. It's a pleasure to meet you, son. You say you wanted a blessing.
That's right.
What would you like me to bless you for? Anything in
What do you
particular, or
say,
just a blessing?
I'm not too up to date on all the blessings there, Mr. Mills.
What about Hermes?
I'm Catholic, I'm afraid.
Oh,
I am. Are you one big family? Are you one big family?
Only me and my brother, fella.
Oh well, have a blessing of a family. I could do.
More important than family is business partners, and we're all business partners.
Oh, you're all business partners.
Do you have a business partner blessing?
Let me have a look in my Bible. I don't know if there's anything as specific as business partners, but I'll see what there is.
All right.
Does your business have a name?
Oh yeah, Golden Mills Railing Company.
Golden Mills Railing Company. I have something perfect for the job. Father of all, look upon the members of Golden Mills Railing Company and help them to grow in your love. Be pleased with their work and service for the people of this community. Bless them and let it always remind us of the principles for which we stand. Give your peace to all and help us to work together in harmony. Father, we ask this blessing through Christ our Lord. Amen.
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 He said it. He said the P word. You take care, Father.
You have a good day, gentlemen. And ma'am.
Stay safe.
Sorry.
He even
What a
said
nice
the P
fellow.
word.
I know, I was surprised.
Hey, so if Law see us, I'm gonna shoot them to shit.
No makes sense.
Some things never change. Let's go left.
Let's go right now, Mr. Mills. Call it out. Call it out. This
Break
is
out Mr. Raoul and Ralphie the other day. But they have 6 deputies escorting them to the goddamn island.
this bozo. There's 4 of us, and 3 of us were heavily injured.
And not folk don't fuck around. Raoul's pissed off at Fishboy again, too, because apparently when the whole thing went down, Fishboy never drew his gun. Well, howdy there, fella. That is somehow.
Now, they named themselves after the street, but how do you think they actually spend time on the street is what I'm
They
getting
do,
at.
they do.
They came around the corner of their street when we were holding up that Cluedo fella.
When I was trying to break out Raoul and Mr. Laffy, I saw a bunch of people just hanging out on the street, just talking.
You said you're getting tired, Richie.
I am.
When are you gonna rest your eyes?
I would say in the next 15 minutes or so, fella.
Alright, let's get the
But then I
fuck
figure
out of
I'll
here.
give
then.
myself a good 5-hour nap, and then I'll be back and forth.
All right, all right.
Sounds good.
Revitalize. Gotta get my beauty sleep. Speaking of, I gotta get this outfit off. You can only wear this outfit for about, 30 minutes at a time before I get too overpowered. howdy there, fella. There's someone in there.
Howdy there, fella. Hey, fella. How you doing, fella?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Doing all right. What's your name?
Taryn.
Say it again.
Taryn.
You do anything around the city, Taryn?
Oh, well, I'm starting up an insurance business soon, but that's about it. Just work at a bar every now and then.
If you would have told me you were an undertaker, I would have believed it.
Okay. How can I help you?
I was
You
just
like
seeing who you
cigarettes?
were. You like cigarettes?
No, not really. I don't smoke.
Oh.
Do you like gold?
Gold?
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't?
Do you know the price of gold in the crossing?
I'm not sure.
It's $1,000 a pound. Did you know that?
Is that right?
That's right.
That's right.
Do you know what a fifth of a pound of gold is worth?
No.
Well, if a pound is 1,000, a fifth of a pound is worth $200.
That's not bad.
And you see, your lucky day is I need to get rid of a fifth of a pound of gold for some money. Make an offer.
I'm not sure. Let's see. Fifth pound, you said 200?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really know where I'd keep it.
Preferably, either in a box on the ground or in a bank.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to pass, though.
Alright, well, you're missing out on the future, fella.
Luck with your insurance company, fella.
Oh, there's a deputy pointer. Make sure he gets insurance.
Need life insurance, I figure.
Fits the outfit, I like it.
Also, it's also a disguise. Let me show you the disguise part of it. See, now, I'm just Sheriff Rabbit.
Alright.
Oh, there are people on the dock. Couldn't tell though. Looks like it. It's hard to tell with the fog, but they're probably having a circle session. Brooks is the devil. And whatnot.
So, I don't know how much these fellas know about me, but it seems they know enough to have my fucking telegram and say they've heard a lot of things. My name is connected well with the West, so I'm sure they know that. We need to find somewhere out here that we're gonna hold down.
You know, I'll figure. Maybe this is just being too ballsy, but I say we just go take the gun store. You alright, brother?
Yeah, I'm alright. Just getting antsy is all it was.
Oh, of course,
Who
of course.
runs the gun store now? Because James was telling me that Cole and Janeway split up or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Well, we still
All I
got
know is they
issues
get
with
very
them, don't
angry.
we?
Well, Cole did say, I will remember this, Mills. And he said, we're not just going to bend over and take it, but apparently he's trying to get himself set up out west, from what I heard.
Now, wait a minute.
James.
Before we go any further.
Maybe thinking for just a minute.
You're gonna need this for when I'm gone.
Perfect.
Yeah, I figure they
Alice?
can't lose. I think she might be thinking
I think
about
she's
stuff.
thinking.
Anyone have a lasso?
I do
I
not
might
have a
was taken
lasso.
from me.
Okay.
I may have to throw her to the dirt.
We can't get her back on the horse if she's...
Mr. Mills, do you have a long
somewhere.
arm?
I do not.
Come here. You prefer Lancaster or Lich?
Lancaster.
I got blood all over my fancy gun.
Do we know who's staying in Van Horn right now?
Yes.
Who's staying in Van Horn?
Mr. Julian, and Mr. Bear Bridges. They are pissed off at Mr. Fish for killing a Lottie Davis, apparently a friend of theirs. But Van Horn is totally fine with us. They hate Fish, but they are appreciative of the torment that we have put Mr. Fish through. So I reckon they could be allies. It's a shame because Mr. Bear was a good prospect of ours. But since our incarceration has moved on,
What are you doing, brother?
I don't even do anything. She just jumped off, but she flinched on an instant. That's what it was. Well, hello there, Benjamin.
No, you're in timeout.
Oh. Oh yeah, main theme for when y'all were incarcerated is everyone hates fish.
I was just thinking.
He
You know
has
what?
made
I'll give
problems
it to him.
with
Though. That's
everybody.
quite impressive. It takes a lot to get everyone to hate you.
It does. I think it's because you don't shut up.
That's why I don't like them. A Gold saying that we don't like somebody because they don't shut up is just fucking hilarious.
It's like saying, don't judge me by my friends, but judge me by my enemies. And for a long time, I believed that to be very poetic. Because we once had everybody in the cross and every gang trying to kill us. But now that fella has everyone wanting to kill him, I don't know if I believe it anymore.
You want your hat back, brother?
Yes, please, brother. Grab that.
You said
There
5
you go.
hours.
That's right.
Richie. Alright.
Maybe 5 hours and some change.
I'm gonna rest up here for a little bit as well then.
Alright, then I shall be resting as well. I was gonna stick around, but I will rest until later tonight then.
Tonight, yeah. Tonight we're making a move.
Someone should probably telegram Cole Nicholas.
I will. I'm gonna be around for a little bit longer.
Okay. Is there anybody else we need to telegram?
Guys,
Oh,
Hank
Mr.
Wall
Laffy.
died here.
Shit.
Hank, who?
A man in control of his own life to the very end.
Does that mean he killed himself?
I don't know. Maybe he dueled somebody.
It does. It kind of how it does sound. I'm not gonna lie.
It does sound like he killed himself. There's only one way to control your own death.
That's right.
Do it yourself. Maybe he paid someone to kill him.
What if he like paid like 20 different people to try to kill him, and all 20 came after him, but he got a few in the end?
Be interesting, but a waste of money. Should have had it buried with him.
Fucking dump.
Is this Victory Street? We still there?
Well, I mean, it's just a fixer-upper. We can just tidy it up a little bit.
Here, I'll make it better for y'all, alright? Stop crying.
Wow, this place is so beautiful. Probably the most beautiful house I've ever seen in my life.
I can't believe we finished it. It's done. The whole house.
The house.
Wow.
Beautiful, really. It's probably just as good as one of a Golden Mills cattle mill.
Alright, I'll see y'all later tonight.
Alright.
Good night.
You are coming back tonight.
Yes,
Jim.
I'm gonna be back.
Okay.
Have a good night. See you later tonight.
Take care. I got things that need to be done.
All right, we'll get back on Ralphie later. Time to do some Ruth.